Crazy as that is, that's how it is though. So if you're looking for some hood shit to do, I know when I first moved down here, you know, honestly I was looking for hood stuff. You know, I'm a hood dude, you know. We got Bel-Air, you know, we got different east side hangouts, west side hangouts that we like to go to in Detroit, you know, that you just kind of hang out, have a good time. Even certain little streets, you know, girls hang out, guys hang out, everybody have a good time. That's the one thing that was different here. Like I tell people that's not from here, you know, they to me they're a little bit slower down here. We're much more fast paced, we're much more high fashion than I've noticed they are here in Dallas. As you can see downtown, we got bigger, much more closer to it. Just riding through to go to the gym I like to go to down here in downtown, the LA Fitness. Because the service is really well, the facility is super clean, and they got great equipment, man. Equipment not beat up or anything like that. So I like this gym. So this is the one I continue to go to. But there's plenty to do downtown also. I'm only showing one spot that I like to go hang out downtown. If y'all new in Dallas and y'all want to visit or whatever, there's a lot of different little things that you can do down here that you know, can be fun to do. New environment, slower paced, but still don't mean you can't have fun, right? Now they got a spot. What I heard, the hood car hangout is like it's a park. They got one park on Ledbetter, just past Lancaster Road, which is South Oak Cliff. I can't remember the name of the park. I think it's Glendale Park. They said that's a little hangout for Sundays. It's really a small park. You're from Detroit, you know Ridge Park, you know Chandler Park is smaller than both of those parks. It's really more like a neighborhood park, but it's a little bit bigger because they got a lot of walking area, a lot of grassy area, but not a lot of space for like actual parking vehicles. So when it get crowded or people going to hang out, it gets crowded. And from my understanding, that's like the hangout for Sunday, Glendale Park on Sundays, which is off over in South Oak Cliff or Pleasant Grove is one of those two. Then the other park is down there by Malcolm X, like I was telling you, and Hatchet. They changed the name to Eloise or something like that, but since I've been here. But that little park, they don't let me over, I can't see. That park is like they main hangout. That's their main hangout down here, as far as showing off the cars, burning rubber, all that wild stuff that you know hood people do with flashy cars. That's where they do it at. And that is that's not Glendale Park. That's Rochester Park, which is, man, I only been one time. It's like really small. I mean, it's no park in Detroit that can even describe how small this park is. It's really small. And then on top of being small, it's only one way in and one way out. So cars is driving down the strip, maybe a mile and a half long, turning around crazy. I mean, not looping around, like driving back and forth a few times to turn around, because there's only one way in, one way out, and then coming back the other way. It's only like a 2-lane setup. And this what people, and it be jam-packed. This what people do. This is what I call Belle Isle, you know, this is what they do. Belle Isle just on a much larger scale than what they do down here, but that's where they like to go hang out at, man. It's crazy. It ain't crazy, I mean, it's they life, you know, this is what they know. So I ain't gonna say it's crazy, but it's different. And this is the LA Fitness I'm going to, Signature Club, over near downtown Dallas. Of course, this is where people with that paper be at. So you will definitely often find some very nice, luxurious cars down here. Nice, luxurious living, the whole nine. Down here at this part of town. So this is it's the gym I like to go to. So this where I'm about to go today. Be up in here for maybe an hour. Give me a good workout in. That backup camera is sweet. Give me a good workout in and try my best to stay on this weight loss path. I'm down to 275. What is this button for? I'm down to 275. So I'm down to 270 from 275. You know, I got down to 255 like a year ago, and it just been steadily creasing back up. But I was going to the gym a lot more back when I went down. Plus, I got on a no meat diet. I just wanted to flip the camera around right quick. Get my dirty Detroit hat. It's a hat I used to work out in. Let me cut my car off. I don't have to stay running since I'm burning no gas. But I got on my no meat diet. And what I mean by that is I just did salads only for 10 days. I did salads only for 10 days. And I literally lost like 10 pounds in that time. During my first like real dieting. Then right after that, I started doing a fast where 16 hours of no eating, just liquids only, which pretty much not like a smoothie liquid, but just water. So I did 16 hours with no water, and I had an 8-hour window to eat. And I got all the way down to 255 from 285, which was the biggest I ever been in my life. I have never weighed that much in my life. So that was like the biggest I've ever been in my life, was that 275. So I was very, very glad that I did lose that weight. And I got down to 255, man. Feeling good, light on my feet, the whole nine. And, you know, slowly started going back up, man. Messed me all up, but it slowly started going back up. But in any case, I'm at the gym. I'm about to go ahead and hit the gym right quick. I'll probably be in here for about an hour. I will probably try to shoot a little bit more, just so I can keep at least posting, like they say, at least a video a week. And I don't always want to just keep posting stuff about cars, so people, can watch. I know my kids watch this probably too. Making a facial change, man. I'm thinking about cutting this beard off. Going back to a beardless look. I haven't decided yet because I said I did want it to grow out for a whole year, which I think it has. You know what? I think it has grown for a whole year. It's December, so it might be a whole year where I have grown it without cutting. No, I'll take that back. It's been growing about 8 months. I cut it. Then I start back growing it. So it's been growing about 8 months. So about 4 more months, and it'd been growing for a year. But it just started to be a nappy look. I don't know. I might trim it up today, but I'm gonna do something with it in any case. But that's just my video. I'm gonna keep putting up stuff about nice little places to go and visit in Dallas. If you're visiting down here, or you considering moving here, this might be a good YouTube page to subscribe to, like, comment. I keep posting videos until, as much as I can about my transition here. I've been here for about 5 years now. It's amazing how fast the time goes. I've been here 5 years. A lot of people say it's a lot of jobs, but the wage market is low, this, that, and other. And in a lot of ways, that is kind of true. I mean, I saw a video the other day was saying how the wage market's so low. And I mean, you got a lot of Hispanics down here, so yeah, the wage market is low. But it's not low for unskilled people, For people with skills, it's decent. I mean, I make good money, but I came up from a company. I did start at the bottom, and I worked my way up. So that opportunity was there for me, and it's been a blessing to me because things have just went great ever since. But most companies here will start you, I say the average starting rate of pay is about $11 an hour here. Now, I done worked jobs in Detroit where I wasn't even making $11 an hour. I did have my own shop for a while, but every now and then I pick up a job to make some extra money. I worked for one company that was paying me like $14 an hour, and we was working 12/7s, but that was because of my skill. They was hiring mechanics. That was a mechanic job. You had to have mechanic skills to be able to qualify for that job. So that's why I was working that job, and that's still not even a lot of money. I try to tell my friends and people that I know, in my opinion, you're not really making any money unless you're making $100,000 a year. I mean, to be really comfortable in America, you at least need to be making $100,000 a year. Now, that's my personal goal, my personal input, and I'm very close to that goal. But that's my personal input. Now, to be comfortable, that means car payment, maybe a mortgage, can still take trips, can still save a little bit of money, can live life comfortably, not necessarily struggling, wondering where your next meal gonna come from. And that's my opinion. Plenty of people can do it with less, but you're not really comfortable. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion. The job market here, it's a lot of companies here. It's a lot of opportunity here. And if you want to move somewhere where it is opportunity, then you should come. If you have you're a skilled worker, or have some good skill, you're going to make your money here. It's just that simple. Sometimes you got to be patient and work your way up. I went from owning my own business, owning the shop, to coming here. And when I first got here, I had a job making $8.50 an hour. In a matter of 3 months, I went from $8.50 an hour to $16 an hour in a matter of 3 months when I first got here. So it worked out that way for me, but I had to start from the bottom, which I didn't have a problem with, because most jobs I had when I was young, I started from the bottom and worked my way up anyway. So that's good. And to be making what I make now without a bachelor's degree, I think is really good. So that opportunity is there for skilled workers, not just general labor workers, unskilled. You got to start from the bottom and work your way up, man. That's just how it is down here. But it is a market down here for that, which is the good thing. In Detroit, it's scarce. The temp services in Detroit, it's hard to get a decent job through a temp service in Detroit. Down here, temp services, like 90% of people who get their jobs down here start through a temp service. Unless you know somebody. So these temp services down here are getting people jobs. I will say that. You know, if you need to work, they gonna find something for you to do to work. Now, if you don't like that work, find another job. Let your temp company know, you know. I started with a temp company, but my company in the beginning was only hiring through a temp service. So a lot of these companies do get most of their labor through temp service. Even for skilled workers, they still go through temp services. So you're on a trial basis, and then they decide to hire you in based on the skill they see from you, if you really have that skill. So that's just my 2 cents on that. I'm about to go ahead and finally go in this gym, because I'm only gonna be here for an hour. I got this Sunday. I gotta wash clothes. I gotta get ready for work. Gotta be at work at 8 o'clock. Try to take a little quick nap before I go and eat. So talk to y'all in a minute. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Big Boy Les, and comment. I haven't had any comments. You know, I will talk to people. You comment back and forth. Enjoy your day. Peace, love, and happiness.